Let's talk about how to write a screenplay with ChatGPT. First of all, you can ask ChatGPT to do a few important things with your screenplay, like write a high concept premise, check out and fix and create even your screenplay structure. There's several different kinds, so ChatGPT can even help you come up with the best one. Outline your screenplay, do the actual writing of the different scenes, of the different beats, format your screenplay at least piece by piece, and also section by section. You can also review and revise your screenplay. Let's look at the exact prompts step by step, how to write a screenplay with ChatGPT with a working example. Let's start with getting into ChatGPT. That's what's up on your screen. Make sure you're at the highest model right now. That's GPT-4. It's going to give you the best results. So, starting with step one of how to write a screenplay with ChatGPT, we're going to ask ChatGPT to give us a premise. So, we're going to ask for a high concept premise for a screenplay, and I'm actually going to add for an action script. I'm a big sucker for action scripts. That's what we're going to do with this working example. And the idea should be unique, engaging, and easy to pitch in a sentence or two. Let's just see what ChatGPT gives us with this very simple and broad instruction. So here's what ChatGPT gives us. In a world where emotions are harnessed as energy, an elite emotion extractor goes rogue, discovering a sinister conspiracy to control the population. I like it already. I want to see this movie. She must team up with a group of rebels to expose the truth and ignite a revolution, battling against a powerful corporation and their emotion enhanced enforcers. Okay, I'm sold. I'm going to just go with this. And we're going to use this as our working example to go to the very next step, which is asking ChatGPT to help us come up with the best structure for this premise. As you can see on your screen, I have included this prompt, help me choose the best screenplay structure for my high concept premise, and I'm going to insert the premise, copy and paste the premise from here, insert it down here, and then I'm going to ask ChatGPT to compare different types of screenplay structures, including the Save the Cat beat sheet, the hero's journey, and the three-act structure, and the context of my premise. We now have a detailed comparison of these three types of structures for screenplays given to us directly by ChatGPT. You scroll down to the bottom, the conclusion is basically based on the premise. ChatGPT recommends that we use the Save the Cat beat sheet, but incorporate some elements from the other two structures. Now I'm just going to go to the next step, which is asking ChatGPT to incorporate that recommendation into creating an outline, a detailed outline for our premise. And if you're wondering where I'm getting these steps from and these prompts from, there's actually going to be a link in the description of this video to an article that will walk you step by step through this exact process. There'll be another link in the video description where I will share a link to an article that'll have over 300 different prompts you can use to create a great screenplay with ChatGPT or really any AI writer. Here we have a complete beat sheet from the Save the Cat, which is a popular screenwriting book. You might have heard of it. If not, I think it's great. You should probably check that out. But here is the beat sheet as written by ChatGPT, breaks down the entire premise that we gave it, that ChatGPT came up with, into these 15 steps, everything from the opening image right through Act 1, through all these pieces, all the way to the final image. Now let's move to the next step, which is where we start to write the actual screenplay. So I've given ChatGPT the instruction to write the opening scene to the screenplay based on the premise and based on the outline. And here's what ChatGPT is giving us. This is what ChatGPT gave us. It starts out pretty strong, I think, a sleek, futuristic facility with glowing tubes filled with colored liquid representing different emotions. Patrons line up to have their emotions extracted by skilled technicians. I think that sounds really cool. Then we get more information, action. ChatGPT doesn't always give you this markdown code block, but it did this time. You can always regenerate the response if you don't like it and get a completely new one. And you can see that there's a partially complete opening scene. Now, what you would want to do is just say, please continue. and ChatGPT will pick up with this scene and may even go to another scene. So you can just keep saying, please continue, to have ChatGPT write the complete screenplay for you. Again, check out the links in the description. Make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you at the next video.